Well, newsflash, he doesn't want to give health care to immigrants, and he's going to stand firm on that. Undocumented immigrants do not qualify for any benefits except for emergency Medicaid. Emergency Medicaid, meaning they go to the hospital or they bring their kid to the hospital who is actively unaliving in front of the hospital staff. Like, death is imminent. EMTALA says that we have to treat those. I mean, actually and truly, your own fucking heart and your empathy should want to help someone who is actively unaliving in front of you. But because hospitals and doctors can be fucking greedy fucks, we had to create a law so that they wouldn't patient dump and let these people die in the streets. That's what EMTALA is. And when undocumented immigrants and Americans, by the way, go into the hospital for life-saving care and they can't afford it and they're in the hospital, a social worker comes to see you and tries to get you on to emergency Medicaid. That emergency Medicaid, by the way, only pays for that emergency and that hospital visit and that treatment. That's it. It doesn't pay for reoccurring treatments. It doesn't pay for ongoing treatments. It doesn't pay for any surgeries that have to happen because of what you were sent to the emergency room to begin with. What was taking your life to begin with. You have been stabilized and you will be let go. Then, of course, you go on to say, well, if you're illegal, you need to go. Maybe somebody should check your fucking hard drive. Here's the thing. I just want to get your question. I just want to get your opinion on this question. You know how y'all all sit there and say that you don't want to pay for other people's health care? Y'all seem to be real big on not wanting to pay for other people to have health care. How do you feel knowing that Israel has universal health care for all of its citizens thanks to the United States taxpayer? You and I and everybody else who pays taxes in this fucking country are sending money to Israel so that they can have health care. Oh, they also have free college for kids too, subsidized by the American taxpayer. They also have free abortions. That's government sanctions. They can have it whenever they fucking want it, and it's free of charge thanks to the American taxpayer. Thought y'all didn't like paying for other people's health care. It turns out that y'all ain't got a problem one supporting other people in another country to have health care, while our citizens here suffer with no universal health care, while the very people that come across that border that y'all worry so much about, the southern border, that were here before your lily white ass and before my lily white ass was here. Thing of it is that they didn't cross the border. The border crossed them. This was all their land before our white ancestors came over here and raped and pillaged and stole. Committed genocide on entire populations and enslaved another entire population to build what you see before you today. While you cheer on the new Hitler in chief, an adjudicated sexual assaulter, a rapist, a 34-time felon, someone who is at best protecting child pedophiles, at worst he is one. But the only thing that you can seem to care about is a criminal who's married to an immigrant, an illegal immigrant at that, because she's no Einstein. She came over here on an Einstein visa and then overstayed it before she married Tangerine Papatine. Telling you that undocumented immigrants and criminals are the problems of America. What's going on in Chicago and Portland and what has been going on is Tangerine Papatine going after black and brown people, and he doesn't even care if they're American citizens. He doesn't care if they're here legally. He doesn't care if they have a visa, if they have a green card. He doesn't care. And he, along with the other GOP, have built and had opened the very first concentration camp on United States soil. And just because it's closed now doesn't mean that the other places that they've opened up, the other detainee places, aren't the same thing. It's a concentration camp. Facts are, the American population is the most undereducated, the most underread society in the entire fucking world. We're stupid. That's the reason why we have an idiot sitting in the presidency right now, when where he should be sitting is in prison. Where are those Epstein files, by the way? He said he was going to release them. Pam Bondi said they were sitting on her fucking desk.